Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And on this daily cricket happening show, it's going to be the warm-up matches that were played. There were two warm-up matches which was played today in the ICC Champions Trophy, and one was between India versus Bangladesh, where India had a very huge win over Bangladesh. In fact, India amassed 324 for 7, and the Bangladesh looked like sitting ducks at the center when they were bowled out for just 84 runs. Not a good performance from Bangladesh at all, especially considering that the other day they scored 340 runs against Pakistan. The other match that was played, the warm-up match was between New Zealand and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka did well to reach 356 for 8, and look at what New Zealand did. New Zealand won the match by 6 wickets. So this definitely proves, and looking at the trend that has been happening, one knows that we are in for a feast of batting in this ICC Champions Trophy. There's no doubt about it, because each and every match one is seeing huge scores are being built up. So I'm sure it's going to be a batting feast in this Champions Trophy. So even if a team scores 350, the game is not over till the last ball is being bowled. That is my conclusion of things here. And then we'll have a look at some cricket news, if at all any. Yes, Kagiso Rabada has topped the bowling rankings as far as the ICC ODI is concerned. So that's good. And there are a lot of South Africans who are there in the ICC ODI rankings. In the sense, their rankings in the ODIs, they are good. Hashim Amla, David Villiers, Duplessis, Kagiso Rabada, to name a few. Well, so let's start off with the ICC Champions Trophy warm-up match. India versus Bangladesh played at the Kennington Oval in London today, and India were the victors by 240 runs. Well, India batted first. The start was not good at all. Rohit Sharma getting his game. Yuvraj Singh still not to be seen in the team. Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan opened the innings, but Rubel Hossain nipped up the wicket of Rohit Sharma very early by clean bowling him for one, so that was good wicket. And then Ajinkya Rahane, who was really struggling at the crease, with Mustafizur Rahman picking him up clean bowled for 11, which left India at 21 for 2 in the 7th over, and the Bangladesh opening bowlers, Rubel and Mustafizur, were doing a good job. But then Shikhar Dhawan was there along with Karthik. Well, they bided their time at the crease. They decided that their team was in trouble. They knew that the team was in trouble, and they did not take any risk. But they accumulated runs in a very leisurely manner, not taking much risk, as this partnership really started doing well, started blossoming. And finally we saw all the strokes that Dhawan is known for was coming out. And also Dinesh Karthik played a very impressive knock today, and it was Shikhar Dhawan and Dinesh Karthik. Dinesh Karthik played some he played a very good cut shots, nice pull shots of the short deliveries, and Shikhar Dhawan and Karthik were really, once they got into their groove, we saw that they were really pasting the Bangladesh bowlers as the partnership grew in proportion. And it had exactly added 100 runs when Sunzum Islam, the left arm spinner, actually picking up the wicket of Shikhar Dhawan, caught well by Mehdi Hasan Miraz. So he was gone for 60 of 67 balls at 7 fours. And then we saw Kaidar Jadhav contribute 31 runs of 38 balls with 2 fours and 1 6, being a victim of the same left arm spinner Sunzum Islam. And then Dinesh Karthik, after scoring very briskly by 94 of 77 balls with 8 fours and 1 6, departed. In fact, he retired out. He retired as this is a warm-up game, giving a chance to Hardik Pandya to have a hit. But Hardik Pandya, well, if you look at Hardik Pandya's innings, he was the one who actually took the Indian score past 300 with some very sensible batting. Initially, when he came in, he saw that it was very difficult to force the pace, and he was not able to hit any boundaries. But that didn't bother him. He knew that his time will come. He waited patiently and started nurdling the singles and twos. And when the final onslaught came in the death overs, Hardik Pandya showed how he can wield the willow, and that is smacking the Bangladeshi bowlers in such a powerful fashion, as he finished with an unbeaten 80 to his credit of 54 deliveries, 6 fours and 4 sixes, which all came in the final stages of the innings. Jadeja was not a very unconvincing 32. Nevertheless, he gave company to Hardik Pandya, 36 balls, 1 4. Ashwin was bowled by Rubel Hussain for 5, and that was it. Indian innings, India finished at a very, very mighty score of 324 for 7 of their 50 overs. Looking at the Bangladeshi bowling card, Mustafizur Rahman, 8 overs, 1 for 53. Rubel Hussain, 9 overs, 3 for 50. Taskin Ahmed, 6 overs for 45. Soumya Sarkar, 1 over 10. But Mehdi Hassan Miraz, I thought the right arm offie was showing his class. He was one who was not allowing the Indian batsmen to wriggle out, as he bowled a very, very economical spell. 9 overs, 1 maiden, none for 39. Sunzam Islam was very costly, as his left arm spin was slammed for 74 runs of his 9 overs with 2 wickets. Mossadegh 5 overs, 1 maiden, none for 29. And Shakib Al Hasan 3 overs, none for 23. Now it was the turn for Bangladesh to actually chase a total which was as massive as 324. And Bangladesh had nothing to worry about, because the other day, as we know, they amassed a huge score. So I'm sure the Bangladeshi fans would have had lots of expectations. But the Indian bowling I thought it was a very good bowling effort. I mean, they bowled out the Bangladeshis for just 84 runs in they didn't even play half their overs, 23.5 overs they were bowled out. And look at the bowling figures. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, 5 overs, no maiden, 3 wickets for 13 runs, very economical. Umesh Yadav, 5 overs, no maiden, 16 runs and 3 wickets. Shami, 6 overs, no maiden, 1 for 17. Mohammad Shami. Bumrah, 5 overs, 1 for 32, was the only costliest bowler, I would say, under the radar. Pandya, 1.5 overs, no maiden, 1 for 2, and Ashwin had 1 over, no maiden, 2 runs and 1 wicket. And look at that Bangladeshi card, does not make any good reading at all. They kept losing wickets. First they lost Soumya Sarkar to a victim of Yadav. Now this was Soumya Sarkar getting into a hook shot of the bowling of Yadav, fell for 2. We saw the other wicket of Imrul Case also in a similar manner out to the bowling of Kumar for 7 of 17 balls with 1-4. Sabir Rahman was clean bowled by Yadav for a duck of 3 balls. Mushfiqur Rahim was nipped up by Mohammad Shami for 13 of 18 balls, 2 fours. Shakib Al Hasan caught Sharma bowled Kumar for 7 of 7 balls with 1-4. Mahmudullah was out for a duck to the bowling of Kumar, and Mossadegh Hussain was also out for a duck after consuming 3 balls of Yadav. Mehdi Hasan Miraz was the highest scorer, showing his all-round performance here. And he is a serious all-rounder, no doubt about it, Mehdi Hasan Miraz, as he was the only one who probably got to terms with Indian bowling. 24 of 34 balls with 4 fours. Sunzamul contributed 18 of 37 with 2 fours. And the end was all over. Rubel Hassan's wicket was taken by Pandya, and the Bangladeshis suffered a humiliating defeat, I would say, because they were all out for 84, thus crushing the hopes of all the Bangladeshi fans, I would say. And India won the match by a huge margin of 240 runs. Bhuvneshwar, I've already spoken about the bowling, so that was it as far as the India versus Bangladesh warm-up match was concerned. Now let's get on to the next warm-up match, and we are talking about the New Zealand versus Sri Lanka game. In this game, Sri Lanka, as I said, they totted up 356 for 8 of the 50 overs. They were led by Upul Taranga's batting. Upul Taranga made 110 of 104 balls with 13 fours and 3 sixes. Dikwala, as I said, always a dangerous player on the top of the order with the unorthodoxy that he has. He contributed 25 19 deliveries with 2 sixes. Kushal Mendes was run out for 57 of 50 deliveries with 7 fours and 1 6. Chandimal played a hand of 55 of 46 deliveries, 6 fours and 1 6. Pereira was out for 10 of as many balls with 1 4. And Kushal Pereira made 38 of 28 balls, 4 fours, 1 6. Sakuge Prasanna 23 of as many balls with 2 fours, 2 sixes in fact. Kulashekara 4. And I thought Sri Lanka did very well to amass a total of 356 for 8 of their 50 overs. Well, the bowling, I'm not going to go into all those details. 2 for 47 for Bolt, 2 for 48 for Saudi, 1 for 54 for McClanahan. And the wickets, it was very tough going for the Kiwi bowlers. In fact, Bolt went for 47 of his 2 wickets. Adam Min 1 for 48 of his 8. Team Saudi, it was 2 for 48. Clenahan 1 for 54. Corey Anderson 7 overs, none for 39. 6 overs for 34 for Santner. Patel 6 overs 48 was slammed, I would say. And Neesham 1 over for 15. And Grandhomme bowled 2 overs 1 for 16. As far as New Zealand were concerned, they had 2 good contributors. One was Martin Guptill, who went on to make 116 of 76 deliveries, 10 fours and 5 sixes. He bludgeoned the Sri Lankan bowling. Kane Williamson also contributed a very brisk 88 of 60 deliveries, 7 fours and 4 sixes. Latham made 44 of 49, 5 fours, 1 6. Taylor 11. And finally, it was Broom and Anderson who took them to victory. Broom was unbeaten on 37 of 38 deliveries, 4 fours. Anderson was out of 50 of 36 balls, 3 fours and 3 sixes. As they finished off the game in the 47th over. And the Sri Lankan bowling, Kulashekara 36 runs, 5 overs was costly. Lakmal 7.1 overs was hit to the tune of 62 runs without a wicket. Nuwan Pradeep 6 overs 37. Prasanna 10 overs 263. Pereira 7 overs 42. Sandakan was taken to the cleaners, 9 overs none for 80, which was a bit surprising, I thought. Kapikatra 2 overs. He was hit for 33 runs. And well, that is as far as this particular match is concerned. Not going to any nitty-gritties of this particular match between New Zealand and Sri Lanka. New Zealand winning the match by 6 wickets. So these are the 2 warm-up matches that were played. Now let's cast a glance on some cricket news. The cricket news, as I said, there is, if you look at the as what has happened, Kagiso Rabada of South Africa, we are talking about the ICC ODI bowling rankings which were named today, and I have to say that South Africans would be really buoyed up by this particular news, that there are 10 South Africans who have topped the ODI bowling rankings. So let's have a look at as to what's happening. As far as so it is Kagiso Rabada has moved to number 1 in ICC ODI rankings. So the top 10 ODI batsmen, it's a lot of you see a lot of South Africans in the mix here. AB de Villiers, David Warner. So this is the order in which the top 10 ODI batsmen have been named by ICC. AB de Villiers, David Warner, Virat Kohli, Quinton de Kock, Joe Root, Faf du Plessis, Babar Azam. So Babar Azam is from Pakistan. Martin Guptill from New Zealand. Kane Williamson from New Zealand. And Hashim Amla. But the majority of the players are from South Africa. As far as the bowling was concerned, Kagiso Rabada has become the top ODI bowler. He has topped the rankings. Imran Tahir is a close second. Mitchell Stark, Sunil Narine, Josh Hazlewood, Trent Bolt, Chris Wokes, Mohammad Nabi, Shakib Al Hassan and Mitchell Santner of New Zealand. So this is the ODI ranking that I have. So definitely I think South Africans are doing very well. And I'm also trying to see whether I can lay my hands on any other news that I could really talk to you about today. Well, I don't think there is anything to really share, dear fans, and I think tomorrow should be a rest day because, as you know, tomorrow you can probably wait for my preview of the curtain raiser of the ICC Champions Trophy 2017 when hosts England take on the Bangladesh on the 1st of June, and I'll be there with the preview. And also in the World Cricket League Division 3, Oman were declared the champions after the rain spoiled the final. So Oman are the champions of Division 3. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, that's about it as far as today's cricket show goes. Nothing much to talk about. And I think tomorrow will be a good day of rest for all the cricket players, just to get unwind after they have played all the warm matches. And I'm sure they're all raring to go for the ICC Champions Trophy, which kicks off on 1st of June. But I'm sure this ICC Champions Trophy is going to be like a real batting feast. So I think the batsmen are the ones. The bat is definitely going to dominate the ball, in my reckoning. As far as looking at how things have been panning out in the warm-up matches with huge scores being set up, I think I can safely say that this ICC Champions Trophy is going to be a batting paradise, and I think we are going to see lots of runs cascading from the blade of the batsman for sure. Well, so that's my feeling as to how things would go in the ICC Champions Trophy. Well, that's about it, dear fans and subscribers, as far as today's cricket show is concerned. Hope you liked it, and I'll be back, as I said, with a preview of the curtain raiser in the ICC Champions Trophy 2017. Hosts England taking on Bangladesh in the first game of the Champions Trophy. Well, dear fans and subscribers, so it's time for me to say good night.